Welcome to the Marketing Revolution podcast. This is the underground movement of savage marketers from all over the world. We are not Fortune 500 companies. We are real entrepreneurs with real businesses that have one major thing in mind: to set goals and devour them daily. Because we understand that everyone wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. Now let's get this revolution started. Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Marketing Revolution podcast and the Marketing Savage Facebook group, coming to you guys today with a Tactical Tuesday. What's going on, you all? I want to talk a little bit about Facebook today. Specifically, I want to talk about kind of what us marketers, the average that we actually kind of like balance out exactly what cold ads versus retargeting ads are going to generate revenue-wise, but also how much are cold ads versus retargeting ads going to cost us in the long run. Now, some of you guys who do not understand that language, that verbiage, hang with me here for a second because I'm going to give you a little bit of a lesson. A cold ad is something that really is the first contact with the client or the customer. Inside of Facebook, you can create custom audiences. You can upload email lists, and you can create an audience based on that. You can upload an email list. You can create a lookalike audience. That is literally, you can create an audience in so many different ways. Actually, inside of the Inner Circle, I went through an entire tutorial of how you create custom audience. You can do it based on likes, interests. You can upload email lists, and you can actually have them create a duplicate audience based on that. There's just so many ways, and I could go on and on and on about it. But essentially, a cold ad is when you are reaching a new audience, a new target audience. A retargeting ad can be something as simple as somebody who may have engaged with a video that you're running an ad on, may have watched a certain amount of that video. Perhaps they have like engaged or liked a post, or there's all kinds of different things that you can do as a retargeting strategy. But a retargeting strategy is also based off of a pixel that you put on your website or on your funnel or on your e-commerce store. Now, when you do the pixel correctly, you can actually 100% understand where they go on your website. Meaning you will know the individuals. Like if you got an e-commerce store on your website, you'll know the individuals who purchased something, and you'll also know the individuals who did not purchase something. But you'll actually know what they looked at, okay? And that's one of the interesting things, is because the new there's a whole new big deal going on right now with Apple rolling out an update that's coming very soon, which is going to limit they're going to limit you down to what's called 8 pixel fires, meaning that they're only going to allow you to pixel somebody, track somebody 8 times. And that's a tough one, because that's literally when it comes to, especially for e-commerce, when it comes to e-commerce, they literally track people going through the entire website. Like, I couldn't even imagine. I know back in the day, Amazon was really big about using Facebook retargeting strategies. And man, you imagine that's like, it's just not going to work for a lot of really deep retargeting strategies. But for most of us, it's going to be okay. Most of it's going to be okay. A lot of times, like, I'll do pixel strategies that'll only, be 2 or 3 different, pixel fires. Like, I'll understand where they're at on the website. Now, it would suck if they only allowed you to have like 1. That'd be horrible, because that would literally kill your retargeting strategy, people that landed on the website. You could still retarget based on people who engaged on your videos and stuff like that on Facebook. But I think with 8 pixel fires, that gives me enough window to accomplish what I need to accomplish. It's definitely going to be a new part of the marketing strategy, because the one thing that it's going to hurt are people that make really long, complex funnels that have like lots of upsells, downsells, and really take you through a whole series of, up, down, up, down. And you can still do that, but you can only do it 8 times if you want to, or you can only use 8 of the pixels to retarget the individual. That's what it's going to be coming very, very soon. But that being said, again, that's not going to affect most of us. But here is kind of like the law. So, and this may change because of this, right? This may change because of this Apple update. So here's the law, is that 80% of your revenue is going to be spent on cold traffic. 20, and that is where you're going to get 20% of your results. So I'm sorry, 80% of your ad spend, 80% of your ad spend is going to be spent on cold ads, and that's going to give you 20% of your revenue. Okay, so it's expensive. It's expensive to run cold ads. Now, on the flip side, your retargeting ads, that is where you are going to, it's going to be 20% of your ad spend and 80% of your revenue. So 20% of your ad spend and 80% of your revenue is coming from retargeting. And that's because it's cheaper, it's less expensive. And it's also that you're targeting a market that already engaged with you. They already went to your website. So they read the headline if it was done, properly. They read the headline, they seen the image, they actually went into your website or engaged with one of your videos or commented on one of your Instagram posts, giving you the ability to retarget them, but that shows that they have interest in what it is that you have to offer. So the conversion rate's much higher, meaning that you're going to get more people in your retargeting strategy that purchase. Now, I just want to break this down to kind of layman terms, because I just threw a bunch of industry jargon at you guys, and I didn't want to get too techie or too deep, because I'll be honest with you, man, I save that for my inner circle peeps when they're like literally sitting in front of the computer and I'm doing a live, like I'll do live webinars with this stuff. And it's something that it's easier if you see it while it's being explained to you, right? So I don't want to go too deep with this, but what I want you guys to I really want you guys to understand is that essentially, how many times do you buy something the first time you see it on Facebook or online? Very rarely. In fact, the very first time you see something, you may be a little leery about it, man. You may be like, huh, who's this? Or, huh, what is this? But if you engage in it, that means you got a little bit of interest there. If you engage in it, you got a little bit of interest. I'll give you an example. Been looking at these shoes forever. They're called Noble. If you haven't checked them out, man, they're actually badass. I just ordered 2 new pairs. I'm wearing a pair right now. I like them. I really like the shoes, specifically the runners that just came out. And I looked at these motherfuckers for a year, and this company's been retargeting me. I would look at them, and I'd be like, because at first, the very first model that I seen, it was hit or miss for me. It really wasn't 100% my style, but I'm like, they look kind of dope. I might just try a pair. But then I never really followed through, right? But then they came out with a new runner. So they kept retargeting me, and they came out with a new runner, and it was like my shoe. You know what I mean? And so even then, though, I looked at them a couple times, and being a marketer, I'm just like, well, I know they're going to retarget me anyway. And so I look at them a couple times, and then bam, one day they hit me. I'm sitting at the table. I still remember it like it was, it was only about a month ago. I'm sitting at the table, eating breakfast, and I'm looking through my phone, and they hit me again. And I'm like, fuck, my wallet's right there. I'm sitting at the table. Let's go ahead and buy these bitches. I went ahead and bought them, right? But you think about that. How many times do we buy things the very first time we see it? That's why cold ads, creating new audience, is so expensive. But it gives you the bait. Okay. Like imagine yourself fishing. It gives you the bait to see what's nibbling at it, man. If somebody's nibbling at your bait, right? They like what's on there, right? They like what's on there. So it gives you the chance to build an audience that you can retarget and keep showing up over and over and over and over in front of them until eventually one day they break. They just say, man, I want what this person has to offer. Or, man, I need to call this person. or dude, I need this free download, or, I need to buy these pair of shoes, whatever it is. Retargeting strategy is just you use your cold ads. You can make some revenue off cold ads. You can make some off cold ads if you hit that right person just right. But majority of the time, you're going to have to keep showing up in people's feed over and over and over again. And you've got to build that thing where they know, like, and trust you. I've heard that it's like 8 to 10 times, but the last time that we heard, this all changes, right? The amount of times you're exposed to people. So the more that other people are advertising and stuff like that, it kind of dilutes the water a little bit, meaning that nowadays you got to be exposed to people like 18 times before they start to know, like, and trust you. You got to be in contact, your face, whatever it is, product, in front of them like 18 times before they know, like, and trust you. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And man, I don't got COVID. I promise you guys, I'm suffering from some allergies today. And I knew that I was starting to get allergies yesterday because it's actually starting to become beautiful here in Ohio. Today it was 68, 69 degrees, something like that. Sun's out. I got my doors open here at the shop. And but damn, allergies are kicking in, so my nose is getting stuffed up, my eyes are getting stuffed up, and all that. But it's all good. I'm gonna get me some allergy medicine when I go home today. I'm finally gonna break in and take it. Tired of people around here fucking looking at me like I got COVID because I'm sneezing all over the place. But that being said, guys, well, this is the only time where you actually got to fart now to hide a sneeze. You used to sneeze to hide a fart. Now you got to fart to hide a sneeze. But anyhow, you guys, appreciate y'all coming along on this marketing revolution podcast, man. And hopefully I was able to break it down for you in layman terms, exactly what this whole debacle, what's going on with this whole debacle with Apple and Facebook. A lot of us, it's not going to affect us. Thank God I don't have some sort of complex e-commerce thing going on right now, because that motherfucker might be dropping bombs on that. I think the only good thing that might come out of this is that it might lower the cost of ads. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it lowers the cost of ads because, people aren't going to be using their retargeting strategies as aggressive. And it's going to change the landscape for some people. It's going to change the landscape up for some people. But hey, man, we were marketers before all this Facebook pixel bullshit came out. We're going to be marketers after that. And we figured it out before. We'll figure it out again. Okay. So anyhow, y'all, I appreciate you for coming along on this Marketing Revolution podcast. As usual, I will see you on that next one.